Hey, what's good, Linda Gamble? Thank you for coming through, the hardest working moderator, Queen Empress on this side of social media. Hit that like button on your way in. I opened the windows, I lit the sage. I got a lot on my chest to get off on today. Yes, and I'm going to keep it all the way gangsta. Okay, so if this ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't for this. So we gonna talk about peep and game. We gonna talk about saying what we see, and when we see something, we say something. That's how empaths rock. There is really a time and a place for everything, but you know what? When I get full and I get tired of seeing nonsense, I have to say something. I was talking to a lovely fellow empath that I have connected with recently up here. And this person is such a lovely spirit. Lovely. Classy, elegant, and just naturally sweet. Okay? But sometimes, as empaths, we get caught up in the moment and the emotionalism of just trying to do the right thing and fill a need, right? And then sometimes we wind up getting completely bamboozled in the process. We get used a lot. And we charge it to the game. That's how I move. I charge it to the game because I can usually see my situation as far as materially might be a little less abundant than others. My soul is intact. Okay? So what's in my pocketbook, my bank account, or how I live, where I live, whatever, don't matter. Because if your soul is not intact and I don't stay true to it, all the riches in the world mean zippo. Okay? So a lot of people are not going to like this because it's going to be the unadulterated truth. And that is what healing is digging down deep inside to those shadows that create problems in the reality we live in this realm, among society. Now, it's been a lot jumping on these YouTube streets with the same character assassination quest for Melody, her mother, her squad, anybody that stands on righteousness and sidestepping toxicity to be able to continue to elevate and grow and do God's business. Okay? So, I just want to throw a little piece out here about how when empaths go dark, because a lot of people say, oh, Melody is horrible. Oh, that was terrible. She don't have nothing to say about what happened to Stormy. Oh my God. Destiny always got something to say about what Melody ain't doing or what she's not saying or how she's not moving correctly according to Destiny. A lot of these heifers on this show have that bad. And there's a lot of people in real time that are not on a reality show that behave this way as well. Okay. Now, are they millimeters? I don't know. Don't give a damn. Don't really care. Right? But truth is truth. Right is right. And wrong is wrong. Okay. So when an empath goes dark, there's a couple of things that happen. And this is a great articulation by this gentleman, Jules Wolf _poetry on IG. Go check him out. It's a lot of great gems on this channel over there on IG. And I resonate with this fellow because I've had to explain this to several people in my life because they're like, well, what happened? How come you don't kick it with me no more? Why I don't never hear from you? Oh my God, what you think? You better than everybody? Oh, I thought I was going to hear from you and I didn't hear from you. And was it same thing they did to Melody? Because empaths, we're looking at a bigger picture. We're not trying to do things for self-serving reasons. It's a greater good that we work for. And the Most High carves that path for us. Some days we don't even know who we are. We don't know what direction we want to go in. However, we know that we have to get to the business. All right, so peep this with me. And then we're going to move on from there to this here little rant that Stormy went on with this girls trip here. Let's go.
When an empath goes dark, it's not because they're broken. It's because they've made the decision to stop giving to those who do not deserve it, to those who have taken their empathy for granted or have taken advantage of them. You see, highly empathetic people are always overgiving. They are healers through validation, but even they have their own breaking point or threshold. So when they go dark, a switch flips, and all that commitment and empathy will be pulled back. Not out of anger, but because now they understand who and what was draining them. And going dark for an empath is not a triggered response, it's not a reaction, as much as it is a choice. As a result of seeing the manipulation, the disrespect, the taking without giving back, they would completely be done with it. And what most people don't realize is the kindness that they offered wasn't a weakness. And their silence wasn't surrender, or complicity for that matter. It was them reclaiming their power. It was setting boundaries or shutting out those who do not deserve their empathy. And once they close that door, once they see you for who you are, there's no going back. That door is closed for good. They're done playing games. And what was once offered freely becomes fortified and accessible to only those that are worthy and deserving of it. When an empath goes dark, it's not because they're broken.
So don't get it twisted. Just because empaths go dark, that doesn't mean something negative. That means my energy is no longer worth investing in this person, this entity, this situation, because we have bigger fish to fry. Okay? When an empath pulls back, of course we're human. Of course our feelings get hurt. Of course it's upsetting. Of course we want to scream, throw hands. But we know we have a whole lot more to lose, and we don't want to undo the good that we have already built. Okay? When an empath goes dark and pulls back and does not invest any more energy, time, effort into explaining something to a brick wall, it's because we don't have to. Okay? Just like when someone speaks, to you and you choose not to speak back, that's a choice. And it means nothing about the explanation behind, oh, well, she was rude. No, I'm not rude. I have a choice. If you take it as rude, that's you. I'm preserving my energy because I don't want to open the door to the devil. Okay, now let's jump over here to Hood Ratchetry 101. Okay, we seen it. We all know what's up with this. All right. Here's Stormy La over here, still whining about getting herself in a lot of hot water for threatening somebody, okay, and lying about what really happened, okay, and then using Melody as a scapegoat just because the person that she threatened supports Melody. What she left out, see, lying by omission is also very dangerous. Lying by omission can get you up, okay? Lying by omission says nothing about your target, but everything about how crazy and deranged and delusional you are for lying by omission, okay? And this is why I sidestep folk like this, okay? That's including relative, I don't care who it is. If you cannot tell what happened from the beginning, no matter how it makes you look, I really can't rock with that. Because trying to save face tells me that you're selfish. Just period. Let's peep.
Is I actually had to turn myself into jail. That's what y'all don't know. Because of a millimeter. One of her proclaimed fans, for sure, came to my warehouse with her camera out and her friend trying to get inside. Wow. My phone went on live while I'm cussing and crying.
Listen here. This is why I told y'all the other day, I'm going to have to pass you my credit card. And it might be premeditated if you look at it legally. I had to pass you my credit card. And all them pretty champagne glasses and all that would be all over the place. Okay? Because I can't stand a liar, man. I can't stand somebody who acts ugly knowing that they initiated and escalated something unnecessarily to turn around to play victim. Let's go.
And she takes that and go and swear forth warrant in front of a magistrate judge to get a warrant for my arrest for, guess what? Harassing communications.
And guess what? When you act like an animal, I'm going to call them zookeepers. You threaten me, I take that seriously. I don't care how upset you are about me showing up, doing whatever. You didn't even take the time to see why that woman was there. You didn't even ask probing questions as a professional, okay? As a business owner, a CEO. I guess that's why you put ghetto in front of CEO. But you had a problem with the alleged rumor lie that Melody called you ghetto, but you can call yourself ghetto. Let's keep going. You got a problem with this woman coming to your establishment to make a legitimate business transaction. And then all of a sudden your phone just went live. I don't know about anybody else, but my phone has never just went live. Even if I'm already on an app, I have never accidentally went live. Never pushed a button, pocket dial, pocket whatever, butt dial, whatever. Okay, and we know Stormy, she likes flossing, so we know she got the most expensive smartphone. the tip top of the line iPhone. Okay, and I used to work for Apple, troubleshooting. And no customer, owner of those devices have ever said, you know what? My social media apps just went live. Let's go.
For a woman to tell you that one of your fans had me arrested and you have no emotional empathy for it, like, that's crazy to me.
What's crazy is how you couldn't stand Stormy. You was gonna hurl a chair at her. Now you caping for this hood rat who got herself arrested. I'ma say it again. You act like an animal, I'm calling them boys. Okay? You show me that you're a threat, I'ma call the zookeeper to corral your ass. I'm just saying, let's go.
And it's like stone face.
What y'all don't know is
So I'm stone faced because I don't care. I don't have to care. I don't have to care about somebody who cannot control their temper or their attitude because they don't get me to do what they want me to do. You're not going to use me, okay? I got you on this show because you wanted to expand your business and scale up. And that's exactly what you did. Now, how you handled that responsibility after you took the ball and ran with it, that's on you. Okay? Nobody told you to spend the money that you made as a profit on yourself versus in reinvesting it in your business and paying your bills. Nobody told you to ignore Melody and the millimeters and her fans have nothing to do with your vile, filthy, incompetent business acumen. See, this is why nobody likes me, really. Because I'm going to tell the truth. And people say, oh, yeah, Queen, keep it real, until it's aimed at you. See, because I don't behave this way. When I had my businesses, I didn't have a bunch of lawsuits. That's why I can say something. Because I have experience in a good business acumen. Okay, when I had customers and clients knocking down the door, wanting a service from me, I provided that service that they paid me for. And I did it very well. I did it so well that I had people trying to push each other out the way to take each other's spot on the waiting list. Okay? So that's why I can speak on this. You can't speak on something that somebody's doing wrong or out of order if you are doing the same thing. Okay? The show, then you decided you was Big Billy Badass and decided that you would try to little girl her and shove her out the way, letting your mama gas your head up. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Let's go.
Actually had to turn myself into jail. That's what y'all don't know.
You had to turn yourself into jail because you had a warrant, because you acted a fool. And you tried to film it to use it as a way to circle the block and backdoor Melody because she would not come to your rescue. It's never about what it's about. Okay? It's never about what it's about, because you remember Stormy did the same thing that Destiny did about, oh, well, I don't know. I haven't heard from you. I don't know where our friendship stands. She said she would call me. And no call. She said we would talk later and no talk. Y'all remember that? You guys remember that? Okay. Stormy went on throughout that rest of that episode, that whole episode, crying about why Mel never got back to her. Pulled Mel aside at one of the functions for Kim, I believe it was Kimmy's celebration when she came and completed her chemo and became cancer-free. Melody threw a party for her. And Stormy, just like Tisha, just like Destiny, you wait till there's a function that's not about you, and you got to make it about you. Oh, let me pull you aside. How come you ain't called me? I told you. I change my number often because I'm being harassed by my ex. I'm trying to preserve my peace. It's not personal. If you really wanted to get down with me, you would have found a way to do it, just like all my other people who really truly give a damn about me, not what I can do for you or how I can make you feel. As I'm not your human garbage disposal. Okay? And you're not going to probe and poke me to get a bone to carry a bone. I don't want to deal with that crap. I want to heal. Not one of the three of these women check on Melody because of it was Melody. They were checking in so they can have something to talk about and discuss. Because someone like Melody, a super empath, makes you look in the mirror and see where you need to tighten up. It's never about what it's about. See, this is how you know who's really down for you and who's not. You see the sensationalism? You see the lying by omission? See, people ain't gonna like this life. People not gonna want to really click and tap, tap, tap the screen. Okay? Because a lot of times when the truth really comes out, it's like ooh, dang. Wow. That is foul. When you hear your own behavior objectively from someone else, it really sounds trucked up. It's really messed up. When you listen to yourself on a recording popping off like she did, that made her feel some kind of way. And it's like, oh, wow, that was really crazy. So I got to kind of edit what really happened to ride in the passenger seat as a victim. Just like if you watch your friend get intoxicated at a party and you know she's not supposed to be driving, but you let her get behind that wheel anyway and you in the passenger seat and you don't snatch them keys out the ignition, you just as guilty if she has an accident and hurts herself or someone else. Okay? You're just as culpable. All right? That's something that these individuals don't quite want to grasp. They understand exactly what they're doing. Don't be mistaken. It's the accountability that's lacking. Okay? We're going to make this crystal clear. To blame Melody for something one of her fans did is beyond egregiously delusional. I'm here to tell you. And see, I don't behave like this, right? Because I'm self-aware. Melody is self-aware. There's many of us who self-aware and don't have to do underhanded backdoor crap to get any type of clout. You see, I don't have to do that because I stand on my own square solo dolo. I don't have to beg nobody to back me up. I don't need a crew. I don't need a peanut gallery. I don't need a choir singing in the back. I don't need background dancers or singers. I can carry a tune and sing the church happy all by myself. You got me? A cappella. Let's go.
Because of a millimeter. One of her proclaimed fans, for sure.
Correction, because of you. Your behavior got you into that situation. You had a choice. You had a choice to ignore or respond. Just like Melody has a choice. Ignore or respond. Okay? Let's go.
Came to my warehouse with her camera out and her friend trying to get inside.
Wow.
My phone went on live while I'm cussing and crying, and she takes that and go and swear for a warrant in front of a magistrate judge to get a warrant for my arrest for, guess what? Harassing communications.
Did anybody ever hear Stormy say, well, I could have maybe responded differently. Maybe I could have handled things differently. Maybe I could have, had a conversation with her. Or maybe I could have just locked the door and called the folk. No. Because I don't like you, Melody, because you would not let me in your inner circle, Melody, because you said you would call me at a time you did not feel like calling and talking to me and listening to all the gossip and the nonsense. You wanted to decompress. So now I'm pissed because I didn't get my way with you. See, I thought once I got on this show, I would be able to come in and step on your head. And that didn't happen. Even with all the groundwork and trolling that my mammy does and has done to try to take a dump on your character for the most petty, childish reasons, unjustifiable indignation still didn't work. So that's why I'm pissed. That's why I need to tap dance on this and wear it out and drive it down to China, because I have no other righteous, justifiable cause for disliking you other than the fact that you pulled back. Same with Destiny. That's why she's sitting. That's why Destiny, you see where Destiny's seated? Looking right down Melody's throat. I thought you didn't mess with Melody. You good. You Gucci. I don't want to deal with you. Right. But you insisted on sitting next to her on this trip, at this dinner, on this trip. You kept pulling her aside. Thou dost protest too much. I don't have nothing going on with your ex. What's understood don't need to be explained. That's just me. Because it'll show in my behavior. How I carry and conduct myself. I don't have to explain nothing. Okay? But this is the person that's sitting next to Melody talking about, oh, you don't have any empathy for what happened to Stormy? No, I don't, because I didn't have nothing to do with it. Why should I have empathy for somebody who put themselves in hot water? You did that. We ain't cool, we ain't friends, we ain't tight. I don't owe you nothing. Especially after you sat wide-eyed with your upper lip curled up, listening to your mother come for me on the reunion stage and did not lift a finger or bat an eye. Okay? Why should I care? That's just like my toxic family member calling me a few days ago, asking me to send up prayers for one of their flying monkeys who is in ICU. And you know what I said? What you calling me for? That person has never poured into me. That person assisted you in the gang stalking of me. I'm the scapegoat. I'm your scapegoat for all your demons that I had nothing to do with. And you want me to pray for somebody in ICU that's not connected to me in any way other than relation, blood relation? Goodbye. Okay? So it's never about what it's about, y'all. We got to keep driving this nail into the drywall, okay? Because it's purposeful ignorance. Stormy, Destiny, Tisha, all them missed the point on purpose. Okay. This is not like, oops, you just goofy. This is all by design. We've said it a million times. Okay. So I just want to see the proof on how Miss Black Titanic is a threat. How she came to do anything negative. You decided to go live and record that and show your natural behind and make reckless threats to someone who was trying to support your business and bring you some more money. That's what it is. Okay? So you know, don't get it twisted. Okay? Because we know exactly what we're doing when we pull back from toxic ratchetry. All right? So it's upsetting. It's disturbing. And it's quite telling when someone will blatantly display such ignorance and toxic behavior and take zero ownership of it. None. She's completely a victim now because Melody won't say anything about it. Are you out of your mind? Why are you giving Melody so much power? Why are you such a coward, Stormy? Why can't you say, you know what? My ghetto-ness gets me in a lot of trouble. And I need to really change that. What happened to the singing bowls and all that? I'm just saying, y'all, you know, it is what it is. So let it be known. Let it be understood. And let it be clear that people only do to you what you allow them to do to you. People will never tell you the real reason why they dislike you. What don't make sense is not true. Okay? If it doesn't make sense, it's not true. The truth needs no proof. Okay? If you can't explain your behavior, then you're full of ish. All right? So I'm not going to be up here before you long. Thank you, somebody's mama, for coming through. Kaylee by Blocks Games, hello. Of course, my Linda, lovely Linda Gamble, always on deck. Hardest working Empress Queen on this side of YouTube. Black Excellence is in the building. Y'all continue to stand on business. They not like us, okay? Take care of yourself. Drink your water. Truth needs no proof. I'm going to be out of here for right now. I'm going to go feed myself. And I might be back with another one. I don't know. We'll see. Let's rock it out together. Love you. Thank you. One love. If you want to bless the channel, hit my Cash App. Queen1971. That's QWEEN 1971. Thank you for coming through. I love you.